Matching your shoes to your bag was the golden rule your mother taught you. It was the rule your grandmother followed too, and for decades it made sense. But here's the truth nobody tells you. That exact habit might be the reason your outfits look dated instead of elegant. It's not about the quality of your shoes or the price tag on your bag. It's about a pattern most of us picked up so long ago that we've never once questioned it. In fact, one styling decision you make every single morning could be quietly aging your whole look by 10 years. Today I'm going to show you what to do instead, including the one combination almost every woman over 60 is afraid to try, but that actually looks the most sophisticated of all. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Timeless Style After 60, the place where we prove that elegance only gets better with time. If you're new here, I talk about looking polished, confident, and completely yourself, without spending a fortune or chasing trends that were never made for us anyway. If that sounds like your kind of channel, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today we're breaking one of the oldest fashion rules in the book, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your shoe closet the same way again. Point 1. The problem with matchy-matchy. Let's start with why matching shoes and bags became a habit in the first place. Decades ago, matching accessories signaled that a woman was put together, careful, and proper. It was a sign of effort. But fashion has moved on, and what once looked polished now often looks a little too planned, a little too safe. Here's why so many of us still do it without noticing. It feels safe. When everything matches, there's no risk of getting it wrong. But safe isn't the same as stylish. When your shoes and bag are identical, your eye doesn't travel. There's no rhythm to the outfit. It can flatten your whole look instead of lifting it. The fix is simpler than you think. Instead of matching exactly, aim for a relationship between your pieces. They should feel like they're in conversation, not in uniform. Think of your shoes and bag as two guests at the same party. They don't need to wear the same outfit. They just need to get along. An easy way to start is choosing pieces from the same color family, but in different shades. A soft camel bag with a rich chocolate shoe, a dusty rose flat with a deeper wine-toned handbag. This gives you that pulled-together feeling without looking overly coordinated. Think of it almost like ombre for your accessories, one piece a touch darker, one a touch lighter, so your eye naturally moves between them instead of landing on a flat block of the same shade. Real-life example. I have a client, Linda, who wore a black bag and black shoes to nearly every event for years because it felt foolproof. The moment she swapped her black shoes for a soft gray pair with her black bag, people started complimenting her outfit constantly. Nothing else changed, just that one shift. Confidence tip. Remember, no one is scanning your outfit for a perfect match. They're noticing whether you look comfortable and intentional. Intentional beats identical every time. And here's the best part. You don't need new items to try this. Look at what's already in your closet. You likely already own combinations you haven't considered pairing together. Point 2. Contrast is your new best friend. This next point surprises almost everyone the first time they hear it. Contrast, not matching, is what makes an outfit look expensive. Why does this matter so much after 60? As our hair often lightens or changes, and our skin tone shifts slightly with age, high contrast between accessories can actually be more flattering. It draws the eye and adds energy to outfits that might otherwise feel a little flat or muted. Many women avoid contrast because they worry it will look mismatched or bold in the wrong way. But there's a difference between clashing and contrasting. Clashing is random. Contrasting is intentional. Here's how to fix it. Try pairing a light-colored bag with a darker shoe, or the reverse. A cream tote with black loafers instantly looks chic and modern. A navy bag with tan sandals feels breezy and elevated at the same time. Even a small shift, like swapping your usual beige flats for a soft charcoal pair under a lighter bag, can completely change how put together your outfit reads from across the room. Styling tip. Keep one element neutral if you're nervous about trying this. If your shoes are a bold contrast color, let your bag stay neutral, and vice versa. This keeps the look balanced instead of overwhelming. Real-life example. Think of the classic combination of a black dress, a red bag, and nude shoes. That's contrast done beautifully. It's timeless, it's confident, and it never feels like it's trying too hard. Confidence advice. If contrast feels new to you, start small. Choose 2 items already in your wardrobe that you'd never normally put together, and simply try them once. You might surprise yourself. Affordable option. You don't need designer pieces for this to work. A $5 or $10 scarf, or an inexpensive bag from a shop you already visit, can introduce that contrast beautifully without any big investment. Point 3. Texture over tone. Here's something most style guides never mention, and it's one of the easiest upgrades you can make. Texture can do just as much work as color. Why this matters: as we get a little older, our skin naturally softens, and pairing that softness with interesting textures in our accessories can add richness and depth to an outfit, rather than relying purely on color to do the job. Many women stick to smooth leather because it feels classic and safe. Nothing wrong with that, but when everything in your outfit has the same flat texture, it can start to look one note. The fix: mix your textures. Pair a smooth leather bag with a suede shoe. Try a woven straw bag with a polished flat. These combinations create depth, and depth is what makes an outfit look considered rather than accidental. A simple trick is to touch your pieces before you commit to an outfit. If the textures feel interesting together in your hands, they'll almost always look interesting together in a photo or in person. Styling tip: this works beautifully with neutral colors especially. A beige suede shoe with a beige smooth leather bag still feels coordinated, but far more interesting than an exact match. Real-life example. Think of how elegant a quilted bag looks next to a simple smooth pump. The two textures play off each other instead of competing. Confidence tip: texture mixing feels instinctive once you try it a few times. Trust your eye. If two pieces feel interesting together, they probably are. Affordable alternative: thrift stores and consignment shops are wonderful for this. A textured bag can often be found secondhand for a fraction of retail price, and it instantly upgrades outfits you already own. But the biggest mistake of all is still coming, and it's one that almost every single woman makes without realizing it. Point 4. The metallic hardware mistake. This one trips up more women than any other point on this list. Gold and silver hardware on your bag and shoes need to match too, or at least not clash loudly. Why does this happen so often? We choose our shoes and bags separately, on different shopping trips, months apart, and rarely think about the small metal details, the buckles, zippers, or clasps. Here's why it matters. When gold hardware on your shoes fights with silver hardware on your bag, it creates a subtle visual noise, even if you can't quite name what feels off about the outfit. The fix is refreshingly simple. Before you leave the house, glance down and check whether your metals are speaking the same language. They don't need to be identical, but they shouldn't compete either. This one habit, glancing at hardware before you walk out the door, takes about 5 seconds, and it's the kind of small polish that people notice even when they can't explain why an outfit feels so finished. Styling tip: if you own pieces in both gold and silver, that's actually an advantage. Just be intentional, choose one metal tone to lead the outfit, and let the others stay minimal or hidden. Real-life example: a simple pair of gold-buckled flats with a silver-clasped bag can look surprisingly jarring in photos, even if it seems fine in the mirror. This is a detail worth double-checking. Confidence advice: this is a small fix with a big payoff. Once you start noticing hardware, you'll never unsee it, and your outfits will look more refined almost instantly. Affordable tip: you don't need to replace anything. Simply become aware of it when choosing your outfit each morning, and pair thoughtfully from what you already own. If you've learned something new so far, let me know in the comments which combination you've already tried, or which one you're most excited to test out. And if you're enjoying these timeless style tips, don't forget to like this video, because it genuinely helps this channel reach more women just like you. Point 5. The power of a neutral anchor. This next tip is what stylists use behind the scenes, and it makes every outfit look effortlessly put together. Why it matters. When you're mixing colors and textures the way we've talked about, you need one steady piece to hold everything together. That's your neutral anchor. Many women skip this step because they think more color equals more style. But without a neutral anchor, an outfit can start to feel busy or overwhelming rather than elevated. The fix: choose either your shoes or your bag to be a classic neutral, black, tan, navy, or gray, and let the other piece bring in the color or texture. This gives your eye somewhere to rest. It's the same reason a beautifully set table always has a plain tablecloth under the colorful dishes. The quiet base is what lets everything else stand out properly. Styling tip: think of your neutral piece as the quiet friend at the party who makes everyone else look good. It doesn't need attention, it gives attention to everything around it. Real-life example. A bold red bag paired with simple nude shoes looks polished and intentional. The same red bag paired with a busy printed shoe can feel like too much happening at once. Confidence tip: if you're ever unsure whether an outfit is too much, check whether you have a neutral anchor. Adding one often solves the problem instantly. Affordable alternative. A simple nude or black flat is one of the best investments you can make, precisely because it works as an anchor with almost everything else you own. Point 6. Seasonal thinking, not rule thinking. Here's a rule many of us were taught that genuinely no longer applies, and letting it go opens up your whole wardrobe. Why this matters? For years, we were told certain colors or materials belonged only to certain seasons. But dressing that way limits your options and often ages an outfit rather than refreshing it. Many women still avoid lighter bags in cooler months, or darker shoes in warmer ones, simply out of habit rather than actual style logic. The fix. Think about the outfit as a whole, not the calendar. A rich burgundy bag can look beautiful with white shoes in early autumn. A soft tan sandal can work wonderfully into cooler months when paired thoughtfully. The moment you stop asking, "Is this the right season for this piece?" and start asking, "Does this look good together right now?" your options open up dramatically. Styling tip. Let your outfit's overall mood guide you, rather than an old rule about what month it is. Cozy and warm-toned outfits call for richer accessories. Light, airy outfits call for softer ones. Real-life example. Pairing a classic trench coat with a colorful bag and simple neutral shoes instantly feels current, regardless of the season, because the combination feels fresh rather than forced. Confidence advice. Permission to break outdated seasonal rules is permission to enjoy your wardrobe more fully, all year round. Affordable tip. This approach actually saves money, because you get more versatility out of pieces you already own, rather than buying new items every season. You'll definitely want to see the final combination, because it's the one that surprises almost every single woman who tries it. Point 7. The unexpected pop of color. This is the combination women are often most nervous to try, and yet it consistently gets the most compliments. Why this matters? After 60, a lot of women unconsciously shift towards safer, quieter colors. There's nothing wrong with that, but adding one small unexpected pop can instantly make an outfit feel alive and current. Many women avoid this because a bold-colored bag or shoe feels like it's asking for attention in a way that feels uncomfortable. But a pop of color isn't about being loud. It's about being memorable in a graceful way. The fix. Choose one colorful piece, either your shoes or your bag, and let the rest of your outfit stay simple and neutral. This keeps the color feeling intentional rather than overwhelming. You're not redesigning your whole wardrobe here. You're simply letting one piece do a little more talking while everything else stays quiet and supportive around it. Styling tip. Start with a color you already love wearing elsewhere, in a scarf or blouse you own. That's a strong hint it will work beautifully as an accessory too. Real-life example. A simple gray outfit paired with emerald green shoes looks sophisticated, not flashy. The color becomes the outfit's quiet signature, rather than its main event. Confidence advice. This combination often feels like the biggest leap on this list, but it's usually the one women end up loving most once they try it. Affordable alternative. A colorful scarf tied to a plain bag handle or a pair of inexpensive colorful flats can give you this exact effect without buying anything expensive at all. And there you have it, 7 simple ways to rethink your shoes and bag combinations without spending a single extra dollar on your existing wardrobe. Style after 60 was never about following rigid rules. It's about confidence, and confidence looks different and better on every single one of us. You don't need to try all 7 combinations tomorrow morning. Pick just one, wear it once, and notice how it feels. Small shifts like these tend to build on themselves once you see the results. If this video gave you a fresh perspective today, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, where we'll be diving into another timeless styling topic I think you're really going to enjoy. And if you're looking for more inspiration right now, check out the video on your screen. It's one of our most loved videos on this channel. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Go open that closet, try one of these combinations, and remember, elegance isn't about age. It's about how you choose to show up for yourself every single day.